Hi, it's Ronnie from songwritingwizard.com. Today I'm speaking to you about how to get great, how to get amazing, how to become the songwriter you want to be and write the songs you want to write. How do you become amazing at something? Well, the truth is, you just have to become totally, pretty much obsessed with it over a prolonged period of time, and you have to be prepared to always be a beginner, to always treat it as if you're still learning new things every time you're listening to a music, writing a new song. Treat it as if you don't know anything and you're just starting from the beginning. Change your rules, try things that you might not have tried before and see it might just work really well. But one thing you want to do is learn from all the masters that are out there. So you want to expose yourself to as much music as possible, and that doesn't mean listening to the kind of music you like, just go and listen to the same types of band or whatever. What you want to do is expand your awareness of music. Have a look at what were the popular songs in 100 years ago, 200 years ago. What songs have lasted? The songs from the 50s, what were the big hit songs then? 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. What bands were selling millions of records then? You'll find some bands you've never heard of, some artists you've never heard of. Go back and listen to their stuff, and if you don't like it, listen to it again and try and work out what was it that made this music connect so much with millions of people. Because you want to bring that into yourself. You want to be able to take a little bit of that in so that your music connects with more people. And I know that some people don't want their music to connect with a lot of people or whatever, but personally I think you want to serve people, serve the world by making great music for loads and loads of people that people will love, because there's not a lot of great music happening at the moment. There is some, but a lot of it isn't, and it's weird because there's a lot of money behind it. You'd think they'd be able to find the right talent and stuff, but it doesn't quite happen. But so find, there's people that you probably really hate, that you don't like their music, but they're really popular, so you want to expose yourself to it until you get it, And I've had this with loads and loads of bands, loads of songwriters, that I didn't like them at first, but then I just listened to it again and again, maybe had it on the background, whatever, and one day it kind of clicked, I got it, and when that clicked, it kind of expanded my repertoire for writing songs, and now I could incorporate that into my writing. And it's the same with singers, with guitar players. You incorporate their style into your playing, you incorporate their style of singing into your singing. So you want to open up to it, so don't be like, oh, that guy's really uncool. Like, in your mind you don't want to have these blocks, like, oh, I don't listen to, trying to think, like, I really like Phil Collins, I think Phil Collins is a fantastic songwriter and musician, right? But in the UK, he's always had a really bad reputation in the press. People don't like him, serious journalists don't like his music or whatever, but he has some amazing songs. He's a great songwriter. His melodies are fantastic. His hooks are just everyone knows them, So the fact that he's not cool doesn't stop me from liking him, appreciating his music, and learning from what he's got, and learning from the fact that his music is played all over the world. So don't have these blocks in your mind. Don't say, oh, I don't listen to Michael Bolton or something like that, or I don't even know what, Celine Dion, I don't know. All these people have great songs, they have great songwriters working for them. Even, I don't know, Disney films or whatever has great songs. So at the same time, don't say, oh, I don't listen to heavy metal, or I don't listen to rap, or I don't listen to something else. Find the reason why these things are, find the thing that makes people connect with it, and that helps you to grow, and then you bring that into your own music. That is one of the absolute keys. Don't hide yourself away. I've known one person at least that they treated it almost like it was a challenge to them. So if I was to say, oh, listen to this music is off, you know, if I was to offer him some new band or some new thing that was amazing, he would almost treat it, because he was a musician, he would treat it like competition, you know. So he didn't want to hear any good band, he wanted to pretend like there wasn't any good music out there, and that just stopped him from really learning, from really developing, because he never took all this stuff in and learned why it worked and worked it out and learned to play it and learned the melodies and the tunes and patterns that went on in it. So you want to do that. You want to. I used to go on allmusic.com and I'd just read about bands and then listen to their stuff or download their stuff or look for it online or whatever, and then look for other bands, look at their story, and then if I came across bands that was like, oh, they had this massive hit here, then I'd want to go and hear that song if I'd never heard of it, you know. And I just was always like that, looking for the next song, because songs to me and music to me is like it really was when I was younger. It's like a real hit, you know. It's like, that's why it's called a hit, I guess. It's like a real emotional, powerful thing. So I was always looking for the next song, you know. So I really encourage you to try and broaden your awareness, but at the same time, don't listen to the stuff that the music journalists tell you is cool. You know, Tom Waits is a, you know, Nick Cave or whatever, guys like that. They have some great songs, but they've got a lot of rubbish stuff, you know, and they're not anywhere near the same level as like a Phil Collins or something like that. They just cannot connect with the same level of people, the same amount of human beings. So I see them as inferior, you know, personally. But that's, I don't know, controversial approach, but expand your mind. You know, Paul McCartney is another guy that's kind of seen as uncool or whatever by a lot of people. And all his Wings stuff, all that stuff's amazing. You need to get into that. You need to find out why this guy has been able to write stuff that is played all over the world, covered, is totally respected. So that's the message. Unblock your mind, go out and listen to all the other stuff, get obsessed with it, learn how to play all these songs. You'll eventually get to the point where you know it straight away how to play it, and let that expand your songwriting. So if you want to connect with me more, my website is up, songwritingwizard.com. You can check that and sign up for future updates and stuff. So thanks a lot for listening. Comment down below if you've got, if you want to debate this or discuss it. Share it with your friends. Click the thumbs up button, and thanks for watching.